Luckily for Eagles fans, it seems like this could be the game where they finally make a much needed change. And I mean, they're kind of forced to, as following punt returner Xavier Gibson's absolutely horrible, inexcusable fumble after deciding to field a punt at the 1-yard line, Gibson left the game with a shoulder injury and did not return. And then so far this week at practice, Gibson has been absent. So it seems like there's a really good chance that he's not going to be able to play this week. And in that case, the Eagles are obviously going to be forced to make a change at punt returner. And in that case, they seemingly have two options. One, they could go back to Jahan Dotson, who handled that responsibility early in the season, but wasn't particularly great at it. Or two, and this is the option I'd much rather them go with, they could finally elevate Britain Covey from the practice squad and have him take over punt returning duties. And I mean, it's really not that complicated of a decision, and I honestly don't know why the Eagles haven't already made this move. Like, Covey was one of the best punt returners in the entire NFL for basically 2 years, and especially in 2023. I mean, that year, Covey was number 1 in punt return yards and number 2 in punt return average. I mean, the guy is just a great punt returner and can be a weapon to give the Eagles good field position if and when their offense is struggling. So, I think it makes total sense, and it would be totally worth it to elevate Britain Covey and have him take over punt returns this week. And what do you know? At practice on Wednesday, Covey was spotted wearing his old number 18 after he had spent the entire season so far wearing 85. And more importantly, the Eagles officially elevated him to the active roster. So it definitely seems like Covey is set to take over punt returning duties starting on Friday.